Okay. Hi, how are you doing? My day is shit because this is the second time I'm recording it. But thank you for asking. And I have a lot of things I want to talk about, and I'm going to be rapid a little bit. Also, my battery is dying. But first. Okay, so as I said, I'm gonna be really rapid with it, and this is my second recording, and I'm just kind of pissed off about myself that I didn't realize, and it was going so smoothly. Oh my god, can't believe it, Mister. Where's my tablet? Shit. Already off for the bad start again. Okay, I'll start recursing now. That's a lie. Okay. So what was I doing? Okay, so let's start with this morning. Well, this week actually. I didn't get to edit my previous entry yet, so I'm gonna try not to repeat myself. And it shouldn't be hard, but regardless. Starting with this week, my father finally moved from the hospital. He's now in a hospital hotel where he'll be staying for a while. Not very long, but for a while. And so, because of that, he needs 24-hour care. So, me and my sister already made up our schedule for this week. So, we know when we're going in to be with him and stuff like that. There's going to be a lot of mornings when we're going to wake up early because we got to wake up to replace each other. Again, 24-hour care, so somebody else has to be there. So, in that 24 hours, we got to switch off so the other could go to work. There you go. That's where I was going. That's where I was going. Anyway, besides that, shit, I should have took my red book too. Anyway, I digress. Not important. Where was I going this? Oh, besides that, I meant to take a picture of the view. I didn't get to. Mostly because I totally forgot. It's not as nice as the one when we was in the hospital, unfortunately. It's pretty much you just see the other side of the building or something. I don't know. I will show a picture next time. Hopefully I remember to take a picture and see it right now. But yeah, but I did take a video of the elevator because a little bit of it, like the inside, because you have to press a button to get to the floor you want to go on, and then it'll point to and tell you what elevator that's going to that floor, and then you go to take on that elevator. It took me a minute the first time to figure out to get back to the main floor to where the entrance and exit is the lobby. A little bit more than a minute, but I figured it out. On my own. I didn't need any help, but it took me a while. I was like, I don't know why. And it's in big letters, lobby. I was going through the floors, like, where is the bottom floor, number 1? Anyway, I digress. Fix my dress. This is what I wore back from the hospital, by the way, if you're just curious. Anyone who's curious. There we go. As I was saying, and then let's go back to where the whole thing of the video is about. So, New York, it was also this was last week, this technically not this week, so it was last week. Last week it was snowing, and I was supposed to go to work, and first of all, I was late because I was supposed to leave early, much earlier, an hour earlier, and it was snowing, so I gotta leave early regardless to get to the train on time. And in my blind rush, I took the wrong sneaker and I didn't put on an extra sweater, which was very unfortunate. Okay, usually I don't do this, but yeah, I'm feeling all the cold right now. I put on the wrong sneakers, first of all, and then it's snowing, and I forgot to put on an extra layer of clothing. I only have like a jacket and a scarf. I should have put extra more clothing. I understand, and the mix made it New York weather. Because one, the snow slipped through my sneakers. That's why I said I was smoother the time around. And it was slipping, the water and the snow got into my sneakers and made my foot wet and cold. This gave me a whole new appreciation for my Vessies. Thank you, Vessie. And not sponsored, but really is a good sneaker for like snow and rain. It also made me, I didn't realize that I should have took a sweater. It's not that I forgot. I just didn't realize I needed it. Because as soon as I walk out, into the coal to the thing. It doesn't take that long for the coal to steep right through my jacket into my skin. It was freezing cold. Thankfully, walking fast enough to warm me up, but regardless, it was pretty cold, so it was not a very good time. I had not a very good time, and I had to go to the hospital right after that. So again, it wasn't a very good time for me in that day. I hate snow. I hate. I don't like being in New York. I really don't like why people like snow, specifically in the city. First of all, I understand if it's like snow in the countryside where it's undisturbed, but in the city is shit. It looks like shit too, so I don't understand it. Anyway, as I said, I was going first again. I digress. Anyway, let's go move on to another thing. I did went back to a different critique group from the last, compared to the last video. This is a different one. There's 2 critique groups that I decided to join and go on. And they gave me something similar, but also different. And they pushed me one. It wasn't so much of wording. So for that, I realized, you know what? It's best I get someone else to read with me, because sometimes I don't always catch it. And so if I get someone to catch it with me, and then I like have better wording, and I'm like, yeah, I realized I had a lot of, some of it was just misspelling, but also I misspelled some words. Like I meant to make prudence, and I wrote a different word. So yeah, there's that. And they also give me a tip, like it's not just like a mountain, but like give me more specifics in the mountain. Like, is it a cold mountain, a warm mountain? I was like, okay, climate. I could guess if I didn't, but maybe not in that chapter, maybe in the next chapter, because it's already a lot. But I'll give it a sense of time. Makes more sense to give it a sense of time. I also realized I didn't give it a sense of time when I was reading it. So, and this was just the first chapter. And also they push me, it's like, they like how I worded, or like how I wrote it, I guess. And it's either go all the way or just leave it as is. It's fine. It's fine as is. Nothing wrong with it. And I'm like, oh, and like just make it like a separate job if I want to try it out too, because it gave me an idea of how I could formulate not only this chapter but also the rest of the book, because I'm going to jump between 2 perspectives and the 3rd perspective when it goes to the past. Oh, you kind of already said that, but let's see how that works out. And then seminars. So last week, because it's Sunday today, last week I did 2 seminars, and this sun is going down so quickly. I won't be getting much work done. I'm jumping around way too rapidly. So let's start with the seminars, where I took 2 seminars. One of them it was like a pack seminar. Basically, is like pay one fee for 4. For 4 different seminars throughout time, and it's not one back to back. It's like one's next month, next one is like 2 months later, and so on and so forth. Basically, is to give you tips and ways so you could formulate your story, which was like, okay, this is very good. The first one I didn't much care about, but even if I didn't take that one, it will still cost me the same price if I just took the 3. So I decided to pay for all 4, the whole pack, in one go. And I'm like, although it wasn't what especially helpful, well, most of the things she talk about, I was already applying on my own work, except for one, which I decided to take on and try to do, and it was the game of choices, playing game of choices with your character, which I don't know why I haven't thought of that idea, and I decided to implement, at least not for all of them. I don't know if it will work with all of my stories or characters, but I decided it will definitely work with 2 of them. I already had it, like, as she was talking, I already had some of it in my mind. And just to give you a little sample, here we go, of what I did. I'm not going to read you the whole thing, but I did play out like in a little animation in my own head as I was going. So again, it just built up and gave me a better voice of my characters. So, as soon as they pop up. And then another seminar was, has to do with if you're getting stuck, how to push through every time you get stuck, and how to break things down, break each part down so you could push through and to move on to the next part. Like if you, like beginning, which is not really hard to get, but it's the middle, like, okay, you're at the middle, how to get through this, how to push through, and tips and tricks, and also give you questions and how to break down the middle part section and what to think about when you're building your middle. She also gives you good references and books, which some of them I already took upon to borrow. One of them is technically not the book she borrowed is a different book, but closely related, and I think it will help me with my other 2 stories, Nihongo de book stories I've been writing. Where is it? Which one is it? Okay, this one. I named it and I forgot what I named it. Okay, here we go. And then she also gave me, well, she didn't give me, but everyone, some tips of how to do like the ending, how to form, okay, now you're at the ending. And one of the things is make sure you always, the point to think about is, plot points to like tie up any loose plot points, you know, you dropped in, like you want to tie that together. You don't want to make a plot hole, leave it like a plot hole and stuff. So, things like that. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So one of the games she said was choices, a game of choices, and play around with that with your characters. And so I did decide to do with the characters from Cat Cafe, which is Mr. Calypso, Sapphire, Winter, and Mischief. So here's a little taste, and it doesn't matter because it's not gonna be in the story anyway. So a plate of fresh roast chicken or a can of tuna. Mr. Winter, Sapphire, both. Me, you can only pick one. Because chicken, there is a lot. Winter, true, I'll choose chicken too. Sapphire, that is a lot of chicken, but the tuna smells so good. Mr. Canned tuna. But it's so small. Mr. But more delicious. Calypso, Ipsit. Sapphire. Me too. I would choose tuna. Mischief. No, sorry, me. Mischief. Roast beef. Me. That isn't an option. Mischief. I don't like either options though. Me. You're supposed to pick Sapphire. Oh, if we get to choose options, I want to choose a big fat toonie. Not fat toonie. Sorry, big whole fatty salmon. Oh wait, is that tuna? Mr. I concur. Winter. This is stupid. Calypso. I'll probably still pick chicken though. Me. No, you're... Fuck it. Next question. Okay, so that's it. It's probably most not as entertaining as you expect, but yes. And it helped me think of, again, their voices, how will they think, why they think they're thinking, and so on and so forth. And I had like that, and that's just one question. I wrote 6 choices for them to pick. Anyway, and I'm just doing that and zoning in. I might finish that today. I don't plan to do much in terms of my stories. Again, I gotta finish. That was hot. My foot's next to the radiator. Sorry, I was distracted by the radiator. I want to finish the video editing. Edit as much of the videos as possible today, and I think that's what I'm going to concentrate on, and any animation I need to go along with it. And so yeah, I don't think I'll be doing anything much about outside of that. And anyway, what was I going to do again? Not to go again. Say again. I think that's about all I need to say. In terms of working out, I've been keeping track of it. I've been doing well so far. Now I gotta, even when I go to the hospital, I make sure I work out before I go to the hospital. Now I gotta rethink of how to do that, my workout schedule. Also, I realized I don't like working on my menstrual cycle. I also don't think I'm working out today because I have a headache still. I'm on a headache. I just don't like it when I'm stressing. I don't think I have a headache. And besides that, it's been good. I've been keeping track of my work. So most of the days, some days I do hit the points of like 10, 8, 9 hours workday. Other times, today I don't think I don't think I'll be accomplishing that. Aside from this, maybe I'll finish this today. But on that, I'll mostly be concentrating on my video editing and any other illustration that I wanted to do for like a video from my other channel. I also wanted to accomplish that. I might put that as work, technically. I don't know. But anyway, that's about it for me. Until next time. Bye.